Good morning, my dear student. Today we are going to discuss your class 8 SST topic. Freedom is our birthright. I shall have it. This slogan was given by B.G. Tilak. My dear student, this slogan, this topic is your class 8 SST chapter, I think 11, the making of the national movement 1817 to 1947. Before we start this topic, I would like to remind you that what we have read in my previous class. Dear student, if you have remembered, in my previous class, we have already studied about that the national movement of India before 1905. And we also read about that the development of the Congress party. The Congress that was emerged as a new political power, new political party during 1880 to 1890 decades. Congress was established on 1885 by A.O. Hume, and A.O. Hume was their Secretary General and the first President of the Congress session, that was W.C. Banerjee. This was the era, this was the phase when India have a legal political association on the नेशन लेवल, एक राष्ट्र पे, एक देश के लेवल पे एक राष्ट्रीय संस्था के रूप में कांग्रेस की स्थापना हुई। कांग्रेस एक ऐसी पार्टी के रूप में उभरा है, कांग्रेस एक ऐसे दल के रूप में उभरा जो इन बातों के लिए विशेष तरीके से अभ्यस्त था या उसके लिए दृढ़ प्रतीक था। ही रिजॉल्व दैट आई विल फेवर द राइट्स ऑफ द इंडियन कॉमन पीपल। वी विल डिमांडेड, we will ask for the favor of our Indian peoples. It was very strange that A.O. Hume, he was the British officials. After his retirement, he felt that in India, one association, political association should be that he arise the questions to the British Empire. I mean, what I am telling you, my dear student, I want to inform you that in this chapter, the making of the national movement 1817 to 1947, we will try to understand that the whole campaign and movements which happened during that time. If you have remembered that in my previous class, I have already discussed. I have already wrote on the board all things. उन चीजों पे हमने बात की, हमने क्रोनोलॉजी को बताया, हमने कब कौन सी चीजें स्थापित हुई और किसने आप आगे क्या काम किया, इन चीजों पे बात की। लाइक स्थापना कांग्रेस की, लाइक बंगाल डिवाइडेशन, लाइक पार्लियामेंटरी रिफॉर्म, लाइक मुस्लिम लीग की स्थापना, लाइक 1915 का कांग्रेस सेशन, गांधी जी का भारत आना, चंपारण, खेड़ा, नॉन कॉपरेशन, सिविल डिसोबीडियंस, SALT Satyagraha, Quit India movement. These are all which I have discussed in your previous class. Today, we will start this topic, the freedom is our birthright. This was the slogan which was given by the slogan was given by B.G. Tilak, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. During 1900, ये इन्होंने अपना ये स्लोगन दिया कि स्वराज्य हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है और हम इसे लेके रहेंगे। आई शैल हैव इट, फ्रीडम इज आवर बर्थ राइट, आई शैल हैव इट। और इस स्लोगन के साथ भारतीयों के अंदर अवेयरनेस और जागरूकता फैलाने का काम B.G. तिलक ने किया। माय डियर स्टूडेंट, यू आर गेटिंग व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू रीड टुडे। ओके, लेट अस कम इन योर बुक एंड सी what is discussed. The freedom is our birthright. It is given in page number 144. Page number 144. In Congress there were two leaders, two groups. One moderate and second radical. Moderate, they felt that if we asked for our right to British empire, British rulers, they will provide us that right because they were cultured, they can easily understand that what is our need. But other sides, the radicals, the extremists, what they felt? They felt that no, they never give us our right. We have to what? क्या करना पड़ेगा उनसे? छीनना पड़ेगा हमें. एक्सट्रीमिस्ट ऐसा सोचते थे कि हमें उनसे वो चीजें छीन के लानी पड़ेंगी, हमें उनसे वो चीजें छीननी पड़ेंगी, और यहां से ये शुरू होता है. आइए बातें करते हैं फ्रीडम इज आवर बर्थ राइट पे. बाय द 1890s द मेनी इंडियंस बिगेन टू राइज क्वेश्चंस about the political style of the Congress. In Bengal, Maharashtra and Punjab leaders such as Bipin Chandra Pal, it means there were three important leaders. They were radical leaders. They called where? The Bipin Chandra Pal, Bipin Chandra Pal from Bengal. लाला लाजपत राय, फ्रॉम पंजाब, एंड बाल गंगाधर तिलक, he was from Maharashtra. My dear student, what I mean, these leaders, they were radicals. ये क्या थे? ये रेडिकल्स थे कांग्रेस के अंदर. ये ऐसे नेता थे जो रेडिकल्स थे, जिनका अपना मानना था कि कांग्रेस में ये जो लिबरल अप्रोच के लोग लीडर्स हैं, जो मॉडरेट हैं, वो जिस तरीके से अपनी डिमांड रख रहे हैं, वो उचित तरीका नहीं है. वो भिक्षावृत्ति की है. वो भीख मांगने के रूप में जो अपनी राइट्स ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट से मांगना चाहते हैं, वो उन्हें कभी नहीं मिलेगी. और हमें अपने अधिकार किस रूप में लेना पड़ेगा? हमें अधिकार छीन के लेना पड़ेगा, ताकत के दम पे लेना पड़ेगा. दैट इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग यू, दैट देयर वर टू ग्रुप्स इन कांग्रेस. फर्स्ट द मॉडरेट एंड सेकेंड एक्सट्रीमिस्ट और रेडिकल्स. Moderate, they felt that by the legal process we can obtain our rights. But the extremists, they felt, or radical, they felt that no, there was no legal process. By hooks, by crooks, we have to gotten our rights. We have to possession. हमें उनको कब्जा करना पड़ेगा, तब हमें हमारे अधिकार मिलेंगे. It is the very important things. And no doubt to say that Bipin Chandra Pal from Bengal, Lala Lajpat Rai from Punjab, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak from Maharashtra. They in short called Lal Bal Pal. Lal, Bal and Pal. Lal Bal Pal, their short names. They were extremist, patriotic person. No doubt to say that the B.G. Tilak was a very famous leader during Indian national movement. Before Gandhi, he was the most famous person. Gandhi also uses the strategy of B.G. Tilak. What he had seen, what he observed during the Home Rule campaign, the strategy which was adopted by B.G. Tilak, same strategy adopted by Mr. Gandhi during non-cooperation movement. कौन सी स्ट्रेटजी थी? बीजी तिलक यूथ जनरेशन में काफी लोकप्रिय थे. बीजी तिलक इन चीजों पे काफी बल देते थे कि जब तक यूथ जनरेशन को हम अपने नेशनल मूवमेंट से नहीं जोड़ेंगे, नेशनल मूवमेंट आगे की तरफ मूव नहीं कर सकता. बीजी तिलक की कम्युनिकेशंस जो थी यूथ के साथ काफी अच्छी थी. बीजी तिलक हमेशा लेटर लिखा करते थे, अपने लोगों को कनेक्ट होने के लिए उनसे बातें करते थे. दैट वाज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स व्हिच आई एम टेलिंग. माय डियर स्टूडेंट, यू आर गेटिंग, दिस इज द इंटरेस्टिंग. व्हेन यू विल रीड योर बुक, यू कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू रीड. ओके, freedom is our birthright. By the 1890s, the many Indians began to raise the questions about the political style of Congress in Bengal, Maharashtra and Punjab. Leaders such as Bipin Chandra Pal, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Lala Lajpat Rai were beginning to explore more radical objectives and methods. They criticized the moderates for their political prayers, policies of prayers. they criticize. It means the radical leaders, they criticize the moderate leader for their policies of beggars. याचना की जो तरीका था उनका ये आलोचना करते थे. पॉलिसीज ऑफ प्रेयर्स की प्रार्थना करके, याचना करके हम अपनी चीजों को मांग लेंगे, मनवा लेंगे, ऐसा मॉडरेटर का विश्वास था जिसकी आलोचना ये लोग करते थे. एंड emphasized the importance of the self-reliance and the constructive work. They argued that the people must rely on their own strength, not on the good intention of the government. They urged the common people that you have to realize your power. Whenever you will not realize your strength, then you cannot represent yourself on the proper way. And others, you cannot take you seriously. So first you have to show yourself as a strengthened people, a powerful people के रूप में. My dear student, I hope you are getting what I am telling. If you will see that main things which I am discussing with you, that the extremist and moderate, there were two groups. First, it is very easy to understand. In Congress, there were two groups. First, moderate. First group, they were moderate. I mean to say that and second, the radicals. Moderates, leaders, W.C. Banerjee, W.C. Banerjee, A.O. Hume, Dadabhai Naroji, Firoz Shah Mehta, etc. And here radicals, no doubt to say that Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Bipin Chandra Pal. Lal, Bal and Pal. Their short name Lal, Bal, Pal. Except it, the other extremist leader in the different phase, Bhagat Singh, Batukeshwar Dutt, Chandrasekhar Azad, Master Surya Sen, Priti Lata Wadekar, and these type of a lot of things, they were the group of, I mean to say that moderate and radicals. Moderate, their policy. Moderate policy is what? Their policy is prayers. And their policy that what? Extreme path. It means tit for tat. What I am telling, my dear student, I am telling you that the moderate, they believe that we have to pray for our rights to British government, and British government provide us our right. And the extremists, radicals, they felt no, whenever you will not prove your strength, your power, you cannot enjoy your rights. And Britishers, they never give you your rights. क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपको अपने अधिकार उनसे छीनने पड़ेंगे, आपको अपने अधिकार उनसे लेने पड़ेंगे। सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात ये थी। आई होप यू आर गेटिंग माई व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग। माय डियर स्टूडेंट, बाय द 1819 the leaders such as Bipin Chandra Pal and Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Lala Lajpat Rai were beginning to explore more radical objectives and methods. They criticized the moderate for their policies of prayers and emphasized the importance of self-reliance and constructive war. They argued that the people rely on their own strength, not on the good intention of the government. People must fight for Swaraj. Tilak realized the slogan. Tilak raised the slogan, freedom is my birthright and I shall have it. The slogan that was raised by B.G. Tilak, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. It was the very famous slogan. आपने बच्चों के मुख से इस बात को सुनी होगी। हर एक बच्चा कहता है स्वराज मेरा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है, हर हम इसे लेके रहेंगे। B.G. Tilak felt that कि we have to fight against British policy, we have to fight against British administration. Whenever we will not prove our power, our strength, then we cannot get our rights. My dear student, in 1995, the Viceroy Curzon, the partitioned Bengal. The Bengal dividation, 1905. 1905, Bengal dividation. Bengal divided. Bengal divided in two parts. I hope these are all I have discussed in your previous class. मैंने ये सारी चीजें आपकी प्रीवियस क्लास में डिस्कस की है, फिर भी मैं आपको एक बार फिर यहाँ रिमाइंड करा रहा हूं। I hope you can understand the seriousness of that moment and seriousness of the moderate groups and radical groups in Congress. आप इन चीजों को समझ रहे होंगे। कहता आगे कि in 1905 Viceroy Curzon partitioned Bengal. At that time, Bengal was the biggest provinces of the British India and included Bihar and parts of Odisha. The British argued for dividing Bengal for reason of the administrative convenience. But what did administrative convenience mean? क्या मतलब था इस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कन्वीनियंस मीन्स का? ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कन्वीनियंस क्या था, और दूसरी चीज ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कन्वीनियंस किसके लिए था, कौन इसका फायदा उठाता? द नेक्स्ट लाइन इट्स क्लियर। कहता है एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कन्वीनियंस, हु कन्वीनियंस डिड इट रिप्रेजेंट? क्लियरली इट वॉज क्लोजली tied to the interests of the British officials and businessmen. Even so, instead of removing the non-Bengali areas from the provinces, the government separated East Bengal and merged it Assam. Perhaps the main British motives were of the crucial, the influence of Bengal politicians and they split the Bengal people. The partition of Bengal infuriated people all over India. All sections of the Congress, the moderates and the radicals, as they may be called, opposed it. What happened? The division of Bengal. The British government argued that it was so difficult to administrate that province because it was the very vast territory. It was not convenience for us to administrate on whole territory, so that's why we are separate. We are separating this whole territory in two parts, East Bengal and West Bengal. But here the main question arises in front of you that who convenient? किसके लिए ये convenient था? No doubt to say that it was convenient for the British officials and the British businessmen, not for the Indians. And the second, behind that strategy, what Britishers want? Britishers want that on the basis of that we can divide the Bengalis leaders in two parts. The Bengalis revolutionaries, पीपुल वी कैन इजिली डिवाइडेड इन 2 पार्ट्स एंड वी कैन ब्रेक देयर पावर, उनके अधिकारों को, उनके जो उनका शक्ति है उसको हम 2 पार्ट में तोड़ देंगे। वो ऐसा सोचते थे। कहता है कि द पार्टीशन ऑफ बंगाल इन्फ्लुएंटेड पीपुल ऑल ओवर इंडिया, ऑल सेक्शन ऑफ द कांग्रेस, द मॉडरेट्स ऑफ द रेडिकल्स एज दे मे बी कॉल्ड, द अपोजिट, द लार्ज पब्लिक मीटिंग एंड द डिमॉन्स्ट्रेशंस वर ऑर्गेनाइज्ड एंड नोवेल मेथड्स of mass protest developed. The struggle that unfolded came to known as the Swadeshi movement, strongest in Bengal but with the echoes elsewhere too, the delicate, the Andhra, and in instance it was known as Vande Mataram movement. And there were the Bengal dividation was highly opposed by the Indian people, especially in Bengal and the other place also. In Bengal, the Bengalis people celebrate the Swadeshi movement. 1905, they celebrate the Swadeshi movement. Swadeshi movement चलाया उन्होंने. In the Swadeshi movement, they boycott the foreign goods. उन्होंने वस्त्रों की होली जलाई, होलिका, और फिर उन्होंने एक साथ राखी बांधी, एक एकता, हिंदू मुस्लिम एकता पे बल दिया। तो यहां से एक नया फेज भारतीय राष्ट्रीय आंदोलन में दिखाई देने लगता है और यहां से कांग्रेस एक नए दौर में प्रवेश करती है। यहां पे अब एक्सट्रीमिस्ट का बोलबाला ज्यादा बढ़ जाता है। 1907 कांग्रेस आल्सो डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 पार्ट्स, द एक्सट्रीमिस्ट एंड मॉडरेट ग्रुप. Moderate group, they annoyed very much with the radicals group. One incident happened in 1907, Surat. In Surat, Congress divided into 2 group. Actually, 2 भाग में कांग्रेस बट गई, नरम दल और गरम दल. नरम दल के नेता फिरोज शाह मेहता, गरम दल के नेता बाल गंगाधर तिलक, अरविंदो घोष जैसे लोग. अब कांग्रेस एक नए स्वरूप में आ रही थी सामने. कांग्रेस का एक नया तरीका आपके सामने दिखाई दे रहा था. इन चीजों के पीछे बहुत सारे कारण काम कर रहे थे. कहता है कि इंडिया, आई मीन टू से दैट ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम द मेजर चेंजेस introduced. Which type of changes? The policy based. The Congress policy, which was based on prayers, moderate policies, which was based on prayers, and the extremist policies, they always ready to show their power, to show their strength, अपनी शक्ति, अपने सामर्थ्य, कैपेसिटी और कैपेबिलिटी. They believe that self-reliance. They believe that self-dignity, self-respect. वो आत्मसम्मान की बात करते थे, आत्मशक्ति की बात करते थे. और उनका मानना था कि गवर्नमेंट के प्रति हम अच्छा इंटेंशन नहीं रखते. वी शुड नेवर हैव द गुड इंटेंशन टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ ब्रिटिश एम्पायर. दे ऑलवेज प्रमोट देयर ओन पीपुल्स दैट यू हैव टू व्हाट, आपको क्या करना है, आपको ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट का विरोध करना है. यू हैव टू अपोज द पॉलिसीज ऑफ द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट. यू शुड नेवर लॉयल टू दैट. आपको उस रूलर्स के प्रति लॉयल्टी एक्सप्रेस नहीं करनी है. द स्वदेशी मूवमेंट्स sought to oppose the British rule and encourage the ideas of self-help Swadeshi enterprises, national education, and use the Indian language. To fight for Swaraj, the radicals advocate the mass mobilization and boycott of the British institutions and goods. Some individuals also began to suggest that revolutionary violence would be necessary to overthrow British rule. The opening decades, the 20th century, were marked the other developments as well. A group of Muslim landlords and Nawab formed the All Indian Muslim League at Dhaka in 1906. 1906 में ढाका में मुस्लिम लीग की स्थापना बंगाल के नवाब और कुछ बड़े व्यापारियों ने मिलकर किया। यह भी एक घटना थी। एक तरफ 1905 में बंगाल डिवाइडेशन के अगेंस्ट पूरा भारत स्वदेशी मूवमेंट में इन्वॉल्व था, तो ब्रिटिशर्स ने यहां पे एक गंदी चाल खेली, cleverest trick that was launched by Britishers, that why we not divide Hindu and Muslim in two parts. So the Muslim League that was founded by the elite class of the Muslims, Nawab and the big peasants, they formed Muslim League in Dhaka. They meet the Deputy Governor General in Simla and they asked for their rights, that we want that separate electorate for our peoples. We want that the separate party for our Muslims group. We want that government should protect our rights. Government should give us our some autonomous power. हमें कुछ अधिकार दे, हमें कुछ स्वायत्त राइट्स दे जो कांग्रेस से अलग हो। हम कांग्रेस में नहीं रह सकते। मुस्लिम लीग की ये डिमांड थी। कहता है द ओपनिंग डिकेड्स द 20th century were marked the developments as well group of Muslim landlords and Nawab formed the All Indian Muslims Partition of Bengal. It desired the separate electorate for Muslims, a demand conceded by government in 1909. During 1909, the government accepted the demand of the Muslim League, a separate electorate, parliamentary reform. मुस्लिम जो चाहते थे उन्हें वो चीजें मिल गई और फिर यहां से भारत में डिवाइड एंड रूल की पॉलिसी एक साथ निकल गई। लॉर्ड कर्जन ने कहा था, बाद में लॉर्ड मिंटो भी कहता है कि लॉर्ड मिंटो कहता है कि हम नाक के दांत बो रहे हैं, मतलब हम स्नेक के टीथ लगा रहे हैं, सांप, नाग, कोबरा के दांत बो रहे हैं। इसका प्रभाव हमारे ऊपर भी पड़ सकता है। ये स्टेटमेंट अपने में बहुत मायने रखता था, लेकिन फिर भी अंग्रेजों ने ये काम किया। भारत को हिंदू और मुस्लिम के आधार पर दो पार्टियों में बांट दिया और यहीं से भारत और पाकिस्तान के बंटवारे की नींव रख दी गई 1906 से, 1906 से। मूवमेंट एक नए दिशा और दशा को प्राप्त करने लगा, नए गति की तरफ मूव करने लगा। यहां से पूरा का पूरा आंदोलन एक नई स्थिति की तरफ पहुंच रहा है। What I am telling, I again remind you that All Indian Muslim League at Dhaka in 1906, the league supported the partition of Bengal. It desired the separate electorate for Muslims, a demand conceded by the government in 1909. Some seats in councils were now reserved for Muslims who would be elected by Muslim voters. This tempted the politicians to gather a following by distributing the favors to their own religious groups. Meanwhile, the Congress split in 1907. The moderates were opposed to use the boycott. They felt that it involved the use of force after the split of Congress came to be dominated by the moderates with tilaks, followers functioning from outside. The two groups reunite in December 1915. Next year, the Congress and the Muslim League signed the historic Lucknow Pact and decide to work together for representative government in country. Dear student, it is the very important things for you to understand that the first 1906, the Indian political scenario, there were two groups that was formed. First, that was founded in 1885, that was Congress, and second 1906, that was Muslim League. Their base, Muslim League, represent the whole Muslim of India. during imperial rules. They felt that we are only one representative of the Muslims in our country. And it is very strange that during 1915, December 1915, Muslim League and Congress both decided to work together. Even the Muslim League have separate electorate, but Congress always denied that separate electorate. Muslim League asked for the Congress leaders that you have to accept our separate electorate, and we supported you against the British Empire. This pact was accepted by both Muslim Leagues and Congress, and both decided to work together against British Empire. That happened, ऐसा हुआ, और फिर यहाँ से हमारा आंदोलन एक नई तरफ गया. The growth of mass nationalism, that was next topic. That is next topic. The growth of mass nationalism. We will read this topic in my next class. आज के लिए इतना ही. Goodbye and take care.